Hey, what up, y'all? Back on No Content TV. All right, so Rampage Jackson, son, Raja, ended up beating the bricks off this wrestler, man. And it's sad. It's a damn shame. And I was wondering why he do that. So I did a little bit of research, man. It comes to find out that the guy that Raja beat up, right, Rampage Jackson's son, right. The reason he beat him up like that was because um, allegedly he claimed that he was bullying him. And then I was like, well, and then I started doing my research, and I found some videos, man, where this man took a soda can or whatever and smashed it on his like he slapped him on his head or something like that, man. And you could see this white man putting his hands on him and all that, man, kind of like, and I see, now I see where all that beating come from. It came from because this wrestler, man, this nigga, man, was trying to bully them. And that's what I seen on the video. That's exactly what I seen on the video, man. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna show you the video as to what happened, right? And where it started. Why this Rampage Jackson's son, right, decided to beat up this wrestler, man. I'm gonna show you guys this video, and then I'm gonna come back with my thoughts, man. Check it out. See, y'all, man, that man should have kept his hands to himself, man. Should have kept his hands to himself. He gonna smash a soda can, whatever that shit was on his head. You know what I mean? And then put his hands on him. You know what he's supposed to do? What would any man do? You know what I mean? What would any man do at that situation right there, man? Um, Rampage Jackson's son, man, he was looking around like he was looking for an Alabama cheer, man. Like, you know what I mean? And he was surrounded by his boys, but it looked like the white dude's homies, man. They were sitting on that type of energy, but he was, you know what I mean? And Rampage Jesse wasn't having that, man. So he must have held that grudge, man. He couldn't sleep, man. Roger probably was thinking about that white dude all day long, man, trying to figure out how he's going to get him back. And this is how he got his ass back, y'all. I'm going to show you a video, man, of the brutality, man, that this man displayed on this man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I will say that's kind of like a sneak shot. And the reason I say it's a sneak shot because the white dude wasn't really anticipating it, you know what I mean, any type of uh, violence or whatever, man. You know what I mean? He thought that it was part of the play. You know what I mean? Pick him up, slam him or whatever, and pretend to hit him and all that. But nah, Raja literally picked this dude up, man, slammed him and started hitting him for real. Like he was hitting this nigga for real, man, and that wasn't part of the play. So that's why that white dude let his guard down because he didn't think he was gonna pick him up and slam him and start punching on him for real. You know what I mean? I think it's a kind of like a, I think it's kind of cowardly a little bit, man, because the dude wasn't even expecting him to do something like that. You know what I mean? So I would say it's cowardly on my part, man. You know what I mean? So that's what I think, on my opinion. You know what I mean? Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all the video, and then I'm gonna come back with my thoughts. Yeah, y'all. So you know what I mean? It ain't so funny now. You know what I mean? They were clowning. You can see all those people, man, all them white dudes in the back, man, laughing and clowning on them and try to punk the nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? They were, you know, they thought it was all fun and games, man. You know, first of all, you got your dirty hands on this nigga on head. You take a can and you smash it on this nigga head, whatever it was, a bottle, whatever it was. You know what I mean? You smash it on his head, man. As y'all seen the video earlier. And there's consequences to your action, man. When there's consequences to your action, you get your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? And listen, man. I mean, like, I don't respect it. You know what I mean? I don't respect it, but I see what he did. You know what I mean? He said that he was. I got the video too where he was explaining as to why he did it, but I don't respect it, man. Because I mean, if If you want to fight the man, he could have fought on 1-on-1 where he's ready. You know what I mean? He's not being like snuck on. You know what I mean? He's ready for the fight. You know, and he's anticipating the fight and everything. And but to like try to be deceiving and try to sneak a punch is cowardly, man. You know what I mean? Because the man was clearly not ready for no fight. You know what I mean? He thought everything was just going according to his plan. It's, we all know that wrestling is scripted. So the white dude probably thought that everything was just being scripted when he got picked up and all that. But he didn't think that he was going to pick him up and slam him that hard on the ground and then start punching on him. I think that dude was knocked out, man, because ain't no way you didn't feel the first punch in the face. So I'm willing to bet that when he slammed him on the ground, on the pavement or whatever you want to call it, on the canvas, man, I think he was knocked out. His head bounced on the canvas and he was out because he didn't feel the first punch. He didn't feel the second punch. That dude was out of there, man. He almost killed the man. They say that the man is in the hospital right now, man, recovering from his injuries. And prayers up to him, to his family and to this dude, man. That's why we got to be careful who we play with out here, man. Because some people ain't playing. Some people ain't gonna fight fair. Some people ain't gonna wait till you ready. Some people just ain't gonna do it. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna show you this video of Rampage Jackson's son explaining why he did what he did, y'all. All right, y'all check it out.
I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We leaving, man. We walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go.
Yeah, yo. So you can see that the man said, "Y'all niggas gonna stop playing with me, man." Man, he sound like a dude that's been bullied all his life, man. And usually dudes like that, man, come from a family where the father be doing the bullying. So they take their anger out of all the people, man, you know what I'm saying? And they become the bullies. They don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? You could have asked that man for the fair one, man. You could have asked that man for a fade. That way, y'all both conscious and y'all both, getting it off. But you kind of snuck that man, bro. Like, come on, Roger, you kind of snuck that man, because he thought he thought that this was just a wrestling thing, man. You pick him, he allowed you to pick him up because he thought it was a part of the wrestling skit. But you picked him up, slammed him real hard, and start punching on him, man. I don't respect that, man. I understand that you had enough and all that, if that was the case, you could have been like, listen, man, I need the fair one real quick, and that would have been that, man, But that man, I think Rampage and his son, they all got anger problems, man. And I don't know why he didn't go to the UFC. I mean, if that's the case, if he likes to fight, if he likes to be around that type of environment, like you could tell you try to follow his dad's footsteps, man. But he's just not that good like that, like his dad. He's not ferocious like his dad. You know what I'm saying? I seen other videos where those two are wrestling, and you could tell that Rampage was taking it easy on his son, But he's pretty strong though. He picked up Rampage and slammed him on the ground and everything like that. But they were playing though. It wasn't hard and nothing like that. But he respects his dad. You could tell. But yeah, I mean, if you got that type of anger or you like to fight, man, just do the UFC for real. I'm pretty sure you'll get in pretty quickly because your dad is gonna give you the advantage to get into the UFC and try out and see where it goes. Do that. I mean, but to just be beating up on people that's not ready for it is crazy, man. I don't respect it. So and the moral of the whole lesson for today is, man, it's just be careful who you play with. That's it, man. Because some people, man, they gonna do this. They're gonna do the sneaky shit because they just don't give a damn. You know what I mean? And they got a lesson to teach. You know what I'm saying? And and that's that's just the way it goes. People just ain't gonna be playing. People don't play fair out here, man. So if you're gonna play with somebody, man, be ready to protect yourself, man, because don't assume that you punking somebody and you think you up on them because they're not doing nothing back. You don't know when they're gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? So, and Raja came back, man, the same day, picked the nigga up, slammed on the ground, and almost unalived the nigga, man. It's crazy. Anyway, y'all, this back with new content TV, man. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. If you're on TikTok, follow me on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, follow me on TikTok. All right, y'all? Holla at me.